A guide to best practice when measuring social media. We're using a case study Groupon, and we're going to use the Groupon Xmas case study hashtag via Twitter. My name is Maria Bramble, and the other members of the group is Clayton Jones and Kira Brown. Our social media tools that we're going to use for our campaign is Tweet Reach, Social Mention, Twitterlizer, and How Sociable.
Tweet Reach is a social measuring tool that is designed to tell you who is talking about your tweet, what they're saying, and how many saw it. Tweet Reach measures a number of metrics. First of all, it measures reach, that is, the number of unique people who received your tweet. It also measures exposure, that is, the total number of times that Groupon Xmas tweets were delivered to timelines, including repeats. Activity is also mentioned, which shows the tweet volume over a graphical timeline. It also highlights top contributors and most retweeted tweets. Social Mention searches all user-generated content. More specifically, it looks at the strength of your brand or campaign, that is, the likelihood your brand or campaign is being discussed in social media. It also measures sentiment, the ratio of positive to negative mentions. Social Mention also looks at reach, top keywords, top users, top hashtags, and which source is discussing your brand or campaign most.
Twitterlizer, what metrics does it offer? Twitterlizer shows user profiles for every connected user with Twitter. On the profile page, it shows impact and the cloud scores and the followers the campaign has. For Groupon UK, the impact is 1.2, the cloud score is 54, and the followers it has is 5,107. Twitterlizer dashboard, which is integrated in the Twitterlizer tool for companies to use, creates reports that can be customized to show the exact metric to what you want to track. Checking on any metric in the dashboard enables you to trend your view of the metric and the life frame. It also shows a snapshot of the key influencers, which is the topic trends of the timelines. It has over 50 metrics and provides trends for each metric. You should easily compare multiple accounts, trends data for short URLs, and incorporate data from Google Analytics, which effectively measure audiences in Twitter.
The tool How Sociable measures magnitude. Basically, this is the size of your social presence in certain social channels compared to other companies. The score is based on a possible 10 points. Just a basic access of the site allows you to measure only 4 channels, but if you become a full member, it bumps up to 32 total social channels. This site will give a company a good idea of what sites are generating the most interest.
The objective overall social media strategy, goals, and company metrics, adapted from Fisher 2009. In analysing the social media goals, accompanying metrics, we have developed 2 goals for the Groupon Xmas campaign. Group 1 is deepen the relationship with the customer. The first objective is to achieve a critical mass of audience through social media, and the objective 2 is to encourage ongoing interaction. The metrics for objective 1 will be the advocates, the number of comments, and the reach. And the metrics for objective 2 is the comments per advocate, the retweets and replies. Goal 2 is to learn from the community. The objective 3 for this will be to uncover common themes, and the metrics that we want to find will be the keywords, the ranks and topics discussed, and the sentiment. Deepen relationship with customers. Objective achieves a critical mass of audience through social media. Tweet Reach looks at the overall group and reach versus group and Xmas reach. With Tweet Reach, 2,000 accounts were reached with the Groupon Xmas hashtag. How Sociable was able to show the magnitude of Groupon social media audience presence. It ranked the company on 10 out of 10 on social platforms used compared with others with the same social size. Twitterlizer shows the impact of relations to the cloud score for every shared item. It shows impacts of each message on every day.
Objective 2 of the campaign is to encourage ongoing interaction with Groupon customers. Measuring the success of this objective can be done through a few different metrics. The strength of Groupon Xmas will highlight how often people are mentioning the campaign. Social mention also highlights that Groupon Xmas is being mentioned every hour on average. Tweet reach highlights that Groupon Xmas was most talked about on the 10th of December.
Learning from your community. This is the idea of uncovering common themes. Social mention and Twitalizer both did this. It's the idea of finding keywords such as Groupon Xmas and Christmas, like the last week of research we've done, looking at our campaign Groupon Xmas. This is important because if you know what's popular, it'll also help you build future campaigns. Another aspect of this is measuring the sentiment. As you can see with the graph to the right, it shows you positive and negative ideas towards your company. We believe the most effective tool we researched was Twitalizer. The reason we believe this is because it not only measured engagement, but it also measured reach. Basically, it took many of the tools that we had been researching and put them all into one.
To conclude, we would just like to highlight the best practice for measuring social media. Firstly, you need to define what exactly you are trying to measure. That is, what are your objectives? Then you must identify specific metrics that will measure the objectives. For example, if you want to measure influence, choose metrics that measure how often people are interacting with your brand, not metrics that identify your number of followers. Lastly, it is important to benchmark data before your campaign so that you can make a comparison at the end.